Happy morning, dear students. வாழ்க வளமுடன். Yes, how are you all? Yes, dears. Last week we completed our geography chapter. Okay, the geography chapter here we completed. If you have any, kindly complete your CW also. In the practice questions or let's revise questions or the book back question, if any questions, if you have any doubt, you kindly ask, you just ask me. I'm ready to explain you. And this week I'll go to a new chapter, that is the branch that is from the history. Okay dear, history in the 7th grade you started that new tracing changes through 1,000 years. That means what I already told you, in this year you are studying the medieval history. Okay, so first lesson, that tracing changes through 1,000 years. Okay, that after the leaders became the king, then early Vedic period, then later Vedic period. After that, how the other kings, that means the people came from other areas, region, to our subcontinent, that is to India. That only you are studying in this year. Okay, so how the new people came to our country, that is new terminologies, old terminologies, that is in the words, what type of words they used, everything we saw in the first lesson. Okay, then second lesson for you, what is the second lesson? How new kings and kingdoms emerged. Okay, that means we saw there were Samantas. In the 6th grade you saw about the Samantas. Who were called Samantas? The landlords are called Samantas. Okay, how they became king, like the Prithiharas, Chapalas, Chauhans, these people, how they became kings, that we saw in the second lesson. Then Delhi Sultans, how the other people, other region people entered to our country. The Delhi, the Turkey people entered to our country, how they ruled our country. That is the Delhi Sultans we saw. Muhammad Ghori and Ghazni, everybody, Muhammad bin Tughlaq, everyone's with Garizan, everything we saw. Today you're going to see about the 4th chapter in history. What is the chapter? Before that you see some pictures. From that you want to say what lesson you be going to read. Okay, this is a beautiful monument in Agra. Okay, in India. If you are seeing this Taj Mahal, what comes in your mind? Yeah, it was a testimony of India, a beautiful place, attractive tourist place in India. Then it was built by the King Shah Jahan, memory of his wife. Then Shah Jahan was a dash ruler, Mughal ruler. Okay, then next, what is this word? Are you able to identify? Urdu, isn't it? Urdu. Okay, so Urdu means that the language brought by the Mughal people, then Red Fort and everything. So in this lesson we going to learn about the Mughal rulers. Okay dears, how we know about the Chola dynasty? Dynasty means what? Over a long period, a particular person's generation ruled over their region. That's called dynasty. Or the same clans people ruled over their area continuously for more years. That's called dynasty. Today you're going to see about the Mughal dynasty, okay, or Mughal empire. So we know the Mughals In this chapter, what are the topics you're going to learn? Mughals, Akbar, succession and relations of the Mughal empires, administration, progeny of Mughals. Okay, that only you're going to learn from this lesson. Okay, so today the Mughal Empire. First in your book, take your book all of you, page number, yes, page number 46. Just first by who were the Mughals. Okay, that only you're going to see. The lesson started with for ruling a large Indian subcontinent with diversity of people and cultures was a difficult task for any ruler, whether they are king or now prime minister, chief minister and MLAs, MPs, everybody have a tough task to rule a place with different culture and customs. Yes or no? Because one people, now you take now as an example, now so many people, some people following Islam religion, some people following Christian religion, some people following Hinduism. So each and everyone have their own customs and culture. It's very difficult to make these people together and posing the rules or regulations whatever. For example, once upon a time the British people ruled over our country. Yes, no, it's a story. It's not story, it's a history. Yes, why here ruling a large Indian subcontinent with diversity of people and cultures was a difficult task for any ruler. Here I will say once that in the under our country under the control of Britishers. That time the British government, not the government, the East India Company laid an act on the people. What means the people should shave their beards and mustache. Okay, so if they want to join in the East India Company's army means, or already joined people also want to shave their mustache and beard. Okay, so people, you think everybody accepted for this? No, because the Hindu people like to keep this big mustache and beard, and the Muslim people, they won't shave. Okay, they are think that is they are religious hope. Okay, so they both religious continuously against for that rule. So like this, lot of confusions and a lot of difficulties to face if any government or the ruler must face if they are ruling our country. Okay, yes. The Mughals created an empire, accomplished what had hitherto seemed possible for only short periods of time. Okay, yes. Mughals seemed to be successful, but for a short period of time. The Mughal people were very successfully ruled over our country in the 14th to 16th century. In this 200 years, a lot of rulers came, but in a successful, they brought their ruling. And in the short period, they built their empire very strongly in our country. Okay, they imposed structures of administration and ideas of governance that outlasted their rule, leaving a political legacy that succeeding rulers of the subcontinent could not ignore. Okay, so they are giving a lead their everything, lead their places and peoples with successful plannings. Okay, so no one able to ignore that. That's there. They imposed a structure of administration and ideas of governance that outlasted their rule, leaving a political legacy. Still we are following so many things. For example, dividing the land for administrative purpose, that is agricultural land, and imposing the tax on the land, everything. Still we are following their methods. Okay dears, Even the British people also following their methods only. In the coming lessons, you know lot of things about this. Okay, their administration and ideas of governance left a legacy still we are following that cannot be ignored. The Mughals were the descendants of two great lineages of rulers, that is Chengiz Khan from the mother's side and Timur from the father's side. Okay dears, Chengiz Khan and Timur. That Mughal people have two sides of great clans dynasty. The Mughal, that is their father's side is Chengiz Khan and their mother's side is Timur. Okay, the Chengiz Khan, a famous ruler, a brave ruler in the Mongols in China, and the Timur was a famous ruler, famous clans ruled over in the Afghanistan. Okay, ruled over in the Afghanistan area. Now, that's they are given. The Mughals were descendants of two great rulers from their mother's side. They were descendants of Chengiz Khan. Right? The Mongol ruler ruled over parts of China and Central Asia. From father's side, they were the successors of Timur, the ruler of Iran, Iraq and modern day. However, the Mughals did not like to be called or Mongols. They are not like to called Mongols. Yes, okay, they are like their their fathers. The Mongols ruled over from father's side. They were successor of Timur. They like to declare themselves as Timur, that Iranian clans. Okay dears, and that later you see here the Babur. Okay, Babur became the ruler. He was the founder of Mughal base in our country. Okay, Babur became the ruler of Fergana in 1494. That is in the Chengiz Khan's side, but was death on by Uzbeks. That is the another clan of Mongols. Okay, they are thrown Babur from that area or from the throne. Okay, so he invaded that time so many areas in the subcontinent. Then he entered to our country. Okay, because their great ancestor captured Delhi in 1398. Okay, Babur's military campaign. Babur seized Kabul in 15th century 1504 and defeated Ibrahim Lodi in 1526. He captured Delhi and Agra to set up Mughal dynasty. Okay dear, do you understand what I am saying? Yes. Listen, that you know that Babur, that means Mughal people came from two great clans, that is Chengiz Khan in the Mongols and the Timur in their mother's side. Okay, wait a minute. The Mongol ruler ruled over Chengiz Khan. The Mongol ruler ruled over parts of China. From father's side, they were successor of Timur. Their mother's side is China Mongols, and their father's side is successful Timur clans in the Iran. Okay, so Babur got his place in the Fergana in the place of China. The another Mongols, that is Uzbeks clans, throwed the people or chased the people from that area. Okay, yes dears, see a little bit we see about the Babur. Babur the first, he was forced to leave his ancestral throne due to invasion of another Mongol, that is Uzbeks. The Uzbeks, after years of wandering, he seized. Okay, he seized Kabul in 15th century and he defeated the Sultan of Delhi, Ibrahim Lodi, at Panipat and captured Delhi and Agra. Yes children, please you wait. We'll continue in the next 15 minutes.